are the objectives of an annual plan? I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, and I'm sharing with you some content that comes out of the Sales Hunter University. We were named as one of the top 10 online programs. Do and really encourage you to check it out. But we have a program out there on annual planning, and I want you to check it out. I'm going to walk you through here. What are the objectives of an annual plan? I'm going to walk you through 6 things here that are going to help you in looking at what should be my objectives of having an annual plan. You see, here's the whole thing. The annual plan in and of itself cannot be the end. It's just the start. You see, your annual plan really should allow you to, number one, give you greater confidence. Have greater confidence in the year ahead. That's one of the key things it should do. So that you go into it proactively acting versus reactively acting. And I can't stress that enough. Proactive versus being reactive. Too many times what happens is salespeople just, well, I'm going to see what my customers bring me for the year. That's not good enough. You have to proactively. And an annual plan is going to allow you to have greater confidence. Number 2, in order to do this, you got to understand the results you achieved in the year just ending. So you got to take time to look at your results, because again, I see so many times what that people do is they put together a plan and it fails to take into consideration history. Now, I realize history is history. I totally understand that. But just because I write it down on a piece of paper, it doesn't mean it's going to come to fruition. I have to be able to sit here and say, hold it. This is what I was able to accomplish last year. What makes me think I'm going to do something different? Now, I'm going to use what I had last year. Say, okay, well, I got to change this. I totally get that. And that's what you want to do. But I got to understand, where am I coming from? Number 3, I have to assess the current state of affairs. Especially right now, if you think about it. I mean, it's crazy environment out there. Between the economy, between COVID, between everything going on out there, it's crazy. But I got to assess, what's the current state of affairs, and what do I think is going to be happening in the industry? What do I think is going to be happening? So I got to kind of look at that and understand what that is. Number 4, I want to identify weaknesses that need to be addressed. Okay, so what are some of the weaknesses that I need to address? And what are they? Now, I don't want to dwell on weaknesses, but I need to be able to call them out and say, okay, I got to deal with this. Conversely, I need to identify opportunities that are going to help me succeed. See? So I'm looking at weaknesses and I'm looking at opportunities. Because I want to look at opportunities and say, wow, I've got some new opportunities because we got a new product or a new service coming out. I'm going to be able to have a new geographical territory next year, or a major competitor is exiting the business, or whatever it might be. But what are those opportunities? And then the last one, number 6, is allocate resources. Now, allocate resources is really cool, because allocate resources is not just you and your time, but allocate resources in terms of who are subject matter experts you need to bring in. Where are gaps that you need to learn? What are things that you know that you can exploit? What are all these pieces? But what I got to do is I want to understand how I'm going to allocate resources over the year in terms of being able to help me maximize. Because there may be like a new opportunity identified, but in order for me to maximize that opportunity, I've got to really line up with a subject matter expert, and I've got to increase my knowledge. There may be a weakness that you identify and say, okay, how am I going to overcome this weakness? Well, I got to overcome this weakness because I'm just going to have to find new prospects. Okay, so I'm going to have to allocate more resources to be prospecting, to be finding new opportunities to overcome the weakness, because it might be a loss of a customer or something like that. I want you to look at these 6 things that I went through, and it ultimately starts off with having greater confidence. Now, this is just some of the information that I walk you through in the annual planning masterclass. And I want you to check it. I want you to get it, because it's going to help you be more successful in the new year to come. I absolutely am committed to the process. It's a process I've been taking salespeople through for years and years. And I want you to be committed to it too. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Center. If you like this video, hey, hit subscribe, okay? Leave a review, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Great selling.